Good morning. It is the Falcon from Horizon today in VapeAM. I hope you brought a cup of coffee. I am certainly just now waking up. It's the Falcon tank on VapeAM. Horizon Tech. It's VapeAM. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great morning. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. That is my dog barking for some reason. And this show is VapeAM. We are up every single Wednesday and Saturday morning, and we do reviews, live show for vaping, and we're here for you. I want to say hello to everybody who's here live. Hello, everybody. Michaela, James, Mike, Robbie. Today's show is dedicated to our friend Brandon. If you don't know already, click on the link in the description. And Brandon is having brain surgery Friday, and he could use some help covering the costs of that. So click on that thing. He's a veteran. He's a friend. He's VapeFam. Help him out. Click on that link down there and give him a little boost. And good luck to you, Brandon. By the way, Friday, we're all rooting for you. Love, buddy. There is the Falcon tank. Look at that. Horizon tank. This is the last one in a long series of mesh tanks that we're getting. And finally, we have all of our mesh tanks all lined up here, ready to do a roundup of them all. Now that I've tried them all, I definitely have some opinions about these. Today, we're going to open this thing up and take a good look at it. I have been vaping on it, but I have a clean coil in there for you. And we're going to do a full open unboxing and everything of this. This is how this comes, and it's kind of a cool package. I like the plastic look. Kind of looks good on the shelves too, I'm sure. But I tell you, if you think it's tough to look at on screen, it's really tough in person too. You can't read any of this. It's silver behind a reflective, shiny thing. So you can sort of read it. I will tell you everything that's in here. They should maybe not use, I would use maybe white print. Although the silver looks nice. Love it. There's the actual tank. This thing comes in a milieu of colors. Absolutely a ton of different colors. And in 3 varieties. There's an artisan version of this, which is a very, very nice plussed up version of this. There is a plastic version of this, which are a little bit bubblier and have fancy swirls. And this one is the regular metal version, which I got in blue, but it comes in stainless steel, black, red, a crazy green, and this blue. And it comes glued on here. I just want to warn you guys that you're going to want to clean this up because that will get on your mods. And I did not take mine off specifically on purpose so that I could show you guys that you're going to have to take this off. So grab an alcohol wipe. And as you can see, it's on there pretty good. This is just a regular, everyday alcohol wipe. This thing has been in the ultrasonic a few times, and that stuff did not come off, so just so you know. And it's also been getting on my 510s. I just sort of wanted this to be your exact same experience you're going to have when you get this thing. You're going to immediately grab this and clean it off. This sort of goes towards my point that I always make with these things, and that is always make sure that you clean these things. When you get them, put them in ultrasonic or rinse them out and take a good look at them. So look how nice that tank looks. It's really cool. This is on the restricted air, smaller side of these tanks. So I sort of put this in the same class as my boy, the Coil Art Mage Pro and the Aspire Cleto Pro, which are kind of my favorites of these tanks. These are small. This is 25 millimeter. These other ones are 24, except for the Cleto Pro, which is 25 in the bubble. It comes in this nice blue. The O-ring is on the actual drip tip on the top. And I don't prefer that. I would rather have the O-rings inside the screw top. It makes for a little bit more universal compatibility between 510s. But that is an 810 size, is it? Let's find another 810. I think it might be a 510. It's a 510. So it's a 510 size, and I made a big mess on there with my other drip tip. And in a second here, during the live chat after the show, I'll find my favorite drip tip and we'll stick it in here. It isn't even engraved on the bottom. This thing works pretty well. It's got top fill right here, and I like this design. It's inverted from some of the other ones. Some of the other ones are recessed down, but this one's quite easy to fill all the way to the top without overfilling. And I like it. The airflow is straight from Aspire. You see, it's a 3-point air. So they've chosen the 3-point air that Aspire innovated this late last year with a Revo, and many people have gone with this, and it's a solid choice, including the coil art, and Aspire's own Nefo. I like this better. Let's take it apart here. Top comes off, bottom comes off. It comes with a replacement glass in the box. And here is the actual coil. And I want to get up closer on this for you. As you can see there, got a mesh coil. I can't see what shape that it's got inside there, but I think that's just a quad. This is a single, and they also have an M3 coil, which I'm going to get a box of those as soon as I can. And I have been using one of these for quite a while. We're going to keep using it. As far as I know, these aren't compatible with any of our other favorites. Some of these things are a little bit interchangeable. This is the coil art coil, which is very small. The coil for this Falcon is large. It's not as big as the smock. Let's take my other coil that I've already used. I just put this in a couple of days ago, so I want to keep using it until it actually dies. This is one that's been used for, I think, 3 days. And it's doing pretty well. It doesn't look like it on screen, but it's actually not too bad. Pretty impressive. This just screws right back together. And then we grab some Supreme custard. This is Jabo's new line. He doesn't have his name on it, but it's really good if you like basic custards. And I know it's a staple. Some people might think that custard is a little boring, and I don't love custards mainly because they're so trite. But this one is really good. Got this from my friends over at Good Juice Vape, Bremerton, Washington. Shout out to my boys and gals over there. See, it's easy to fill up and not overfill. And that makes it make less of a mess, so I like that. And I can get it pretty darn full, which also displeases me. It closes down with a pretty short throw on the threads. The airflow is a little bit tough to adjust, but that's a good thing because it stays where you want it. I keep mine just about there. This coil is at 0.15, rated 70 to 90 watts. I think it's good right at 65 or 70 watts. One of the things I like about this tank is the same thing I like about the Cleto Pro and the Coil Art Mage, and that is that they work well at low wattages. And look at this setup that I'm about to show you. This is one of my favorite new setups. How shiny is that? In fact, it looks much better than iJoy's own tank on there because their tank isn't shiny. So that's good. I've got this on 70 watts right now, which is pretty much where I vape it. I move it around just a little bit depending on how much I'm vaping. If I'm chain vaping, I might lower it down a little bit. Raise up the air, open it up. It looks good. Let's get a little closer look here. Oops, went the other way. Yep. Let's vape on it and talk about it. Oh, wait a second. Before we do that, here's a box of coils. The coils themselves, they're about 12 bucks a box. So they're about $4 a piece, $4 or $5 a piece. So they're not super cheap, which is one reason why I'm really interested in making sure they last a lot. I think they were $13 actually. You have to buy the replacement glass separately, which is kind of a rub. It was only $2, but it does come with a complete set of O-rings. There's a link to this at eSiggity down in the description, and a washer for the top. So these are pieces for the resin model that they put in here, and here's pieces for the metal Falcon. Resin was the word that I was struggling to find. There's a replacement glass. So for $2, you're actually getting a whole set of O-rings and glass. So that's nice, which is you need that when you break your glass. The actual box comes apart with that little cap coming out. And there's an extra coil in there. right on top. This is also an M2 coil actually. So it looks like that has a different kind of mesh opening. That might have even better flavor. 70 to 80 watts, 0.16. Can't wait to try that as well. A little washer. And then in the bottom, and I was wrong, there's another replacement glass right there. And a 510 replacement. This is a straight glass this time. So if you break your bubble the first time, you're going to be using straight. It holds 5 mils with the straight glass and 7 with the bubble. I may put that straight glass on there next time just to check it out. And it comes with an extra 510 and matching O-rings, plus an extra washer for the top. And little O-rings. So it's a pretty darn good kit, I think, packed in a pretty clever little package. Did I really do that? There we go. Kind of fond of this actually. Stick that in there, put that on there, stick that in here, take the top and put it back in here, and then more tank porn. Now we can vape on it. It's got a pretty cool little package. I'm seeing a note in the chat here that the M2 is a strip coil, which is, I guess, a stamped chip. So there you go. There's a big difference in a lot of these coils. A lot of people are using mesh and chip coils interchangeably, and we don't really like that. It kind of bugs us, annoys us in our Discord chat. If you're not on the Discord, by the way, click on the link in the description and join us. We chat there all the time. So this thing has a great airflow. It isn't as noisy as the iJoy ones, but it has a nice restricted flow. I consider this one in the same class as these more restricted type of super sub-ohm tanks, and that includes this right here, which I'm going to announce the winner of this giveaway right here. I'll do it on social media as well. And the Aspire too, which also has a 3-point air, and you can dial the Aspire way down, but this NeFo has a much higher airflow than the Cledo Pro. So this is a bigger air tank for people who want to vape at higher wattages. And I think the Horizon is one for people who want to vape at 60, 70, 80 watts. I mean, I don't vape this at 80 watts. I'll turn up the air and go up to 80. It's not really my bag. I would still close the air down. And it's really good. A little bit warmer vape. Maybe I'll try that for a while. The 80 watts is a little bit more of a battery killer. Maybe I'll try 75. Why not? So I like these because they work pretty well for longer term use on single battery mods, like on my Puxos, and even on 18650 mods like the SkyStar, which of course the SkyStar gets amazing battery life, especially with the Cledo Pro on it, or any of these small tanks. So overall, I'm kind of a fan of this thing. We're going to do a roundup of all these things. Hey, Dr. Dolphy, nice to see you. Good morning. And this one is pretty good. I like the fill system. I like the top. It's pretty airtight. Has not leaked one drop of e-liquid on me yet. So no O-ring problems or anything like that. It's a little bit massive for me, but overall, I think it looks really fine. I'm not a huge fan of the O-ring on the top, and the coils are not too expensive, so they're right in line with the other coils. I think that this one, I think it's going to be a number 2 or 3. It's kind of tied. I like the Cledo Pro a little better, and I think it's kind of tied with the coil art for me. We're going to do, like I said, a big roundup, and I'll put all these in a ranking, which is tough for me to do for myself. But this is one of the top tanks, I think, and the flavor on it is banging. It tastes great. It's a little bit cooler vape. I don't get quite the same flavor as I do on the Aspire tanks. I think Aspire has them beaten a little bit here. You kind of have to raise the wattage up to get quite the same flavor out of this, and it's a little bit bummer for your battery life. But it's real good. I see why people love these things. Hey, and welcome to Martin Barker, who's from the UK and has been watching videos and now is online. That's great. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and you are watching VapeAM. This is my morning show. We're here Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8 a.m. Pacific time in the U.S. It's about 4 or 5, depending on what time of year it is in the U.K. For those of you who are in Europe. And I thank you for watching. We have viewers from all over the world. Make sure that you click on the Discord link in the description if you want to follow up with us and chat with us later. And hello to everybody all over the place. I'm a little bit bummed. Sorry for you guys in Texas who didn't get a new governor and then Beto O'Rourke. I'm wearing my Beto for Texas shirt today. Of course, everyone knows that if it had been an election about street signs in Seattle, then Beto would have won. But you have to vote in Texas. But you guys will do well next time. And I hope everybody in America is doing great. I hope you're doing great. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's after election day and we're doing okay. Everyone survived. And also, I'm going to remind everyone, click on the link in the description and check out our friend Brandon, who is having brain surgery on Friday. He can use some help with the expenses for getting his head cleaned up. He's a veteran and has served us and is a good VapeAM friend of ours. Hangs out with us on Discord. I want to draw a winner for this. You guys remember that we had this fancy RevTech kit, and I am secretly, not even secretly, I'm kind of a big fan of this kit. It's too heavy, but the flavor on this tank is absolutely banging. I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. He's delicious, so it's good. I want to order. I want to draw a winner, not order. So I'm going to go to my video manager, open up a new tab. Find the episode, there it is. And I'm gonna pick a winner, pick a winner, pick a winner. This is the winner. The winner is James Rivera. James Rivera, you're a winner. So there you are. I know you're watching right now, so good for you. I'm so glad. That was quick. It says, great show and review, Eli. Heart, RevTech rocks. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it. James is one of our best vape fam. He's always there for us. Thanks. Appreciate it, buddy. And I hope you're doing well, too. James is another one of our good pals. Everyone, think about everyone. I love all you vape fam. You guys are all great, and I really appreciate all the time that you spend with me here on the channel. Thanks. Yeah, good for you. I'm so glad. Just seeing it come through the chat here. So I'm glad for that. Just send me an email. Contact me. And I have a ton of stuff to send out. I finally got the codes for the vape giveaway from this summer, so I'm going to send all that stuff out, and I have the tank sitting right here in a little stack, and I'm sorry that took so long, but I had a vacation, and I had to plan it and do all that stuff, and life got in the way. Yeah, congratulations, James. That's good. So you're watching VapeAM. We're going to go to the live hangout section here. If you're watching on the replay, you're off the hook. You can switch to a different video if you want to. If you want to stay with us and chat about this tank and other super sub-ohm tanks and mesh tanks and what's going on or anything, stay here with us. And otherwise, thanks for watching this video. Click on the like and subscribe buttons that are down here. How do I do this? Click on the like and subscribe buttons and join us twice a week. Thanks. Juicy Jones HQ. I'm Juicy. This is my coffee. This is my Horizon Falcon. Hello. Okay, don't go away. It's a live hangout. So, since we're hanging out, what do you guys think? I have so many mesh tanks now. It's going to cost a fortune just to get coils for all these things. But check it out. I have so many of these. Where's my smock one? Ah, there it is. There's my smock one. I'm going to show you guys. Table of mesh tanks. We got to rank all these. I'm interested in what you think too. If you have opinions, I want to know what they are. All of you that own any of these tanks, you tell me what you think. I shall hear your opinion. This thing, which James, you're going to get one of these in black. And this is compatible with the coils from the Smock Big Baby. Bing! Which means they're also compatible with the Coil Art coils. So those tanks are compatible, which is kind of cool. And this Smock tank is compatible with something else. I forgot which ones. So it's got 2 from Aspire, 1 from Smock, 1 from Horizon Tech, 1 from RevTech, 1 from Coil Art. Oh, the Smock one is compatible with this one from Desire. One from Desire and one from iJoy. I actually have two from iJoy. My other iJoy is right here. We have to do a big roundup of these. Michaela's asking if the Falcon has an RBA, and it does not. Not have an RBA. Good question. What was this firing? Oh, this RevTech fires too easy accidentally. Wow, look at all those tanks. Get a shot of that before we go. Crazy. How about that madness? All those tanks. See this? Okay. Back to the Falcon. I mean, they have room in here for an RBA. It might be tough because of the contours they picked. I don't know. They got room. This is a pretty good one. I love how portable it is. It's good in the pocket. This one, the coil art, a lot of these are good in the pocket, but the small ones are the best. And even the RevTech is pretty small. I love it. Yeah, hey Owen, how are you? Yeah, that's a lot of tanks, huh? This year's tanks. Need a battery. Yep. More. Do I have another one? I mean, I have another copy. It's just another copy of that one. Same tank. Doesn't really count. That doesn't count. It's the same. So I guess I don't have another one. Maybe you guys can remind me if I'm missing one. Am I missing any is another one. I want to know what you guys think about all of these. About the Digiflavor, iJoy, Smock, Desire, Coil Art, Vape. Who makes this thing again? Fire Luke, Freemax, Aspire, Horizon Tech. Tell me what you guys think and if I'm missing one. And Dr. Doppy says soon I can just refill all these once a week and then just chain vape one at a time. It's kind of what I do, actually. I sort of vape them and I pick one flavor and I'll just drain a whole bottle in a few days on 3 or 4 tanks, sometimes 2. Very common. I see a note here from Daniel K. Boom that I'm missing the Yule Crown 4. Is that a mesh tank? Thank you very much. Thank you. I didn't know the Crown 4 was out. Four. Just making a note. Okay. James has a TFV8 that uses pre-made coils. Yeah, and a couple of these use the Big Baby, the TFV8 Big Baby coils, which are a different edition than the regular TFV8. I think that you're actually really going to like the coils in this RevTech, James, and I think that depending on how you like to vape, and I think that you might dig the fact that you can swap these out for the Big Baby Smock ones. That means you can get them at your local retailer too. So I think I have a Smock one in here right now. No. I have a regular one in here now, and I actually have a Smock coil. No, I have the RevTech coil here in the coil art because it's compatible with the Big Baby. And that's in the coiler. Cool. Some of these are slightly interchangeable. So Daniel says that they're soon going to have mesh in the Crown 4, and I'm seeing that Sense just released one as well. Is that going to be the Heracles? Wasn't that theirs? Sense mesh tank. I might wait on the ones that aren't out yet, or that are really new, because these are pretty established. But we'll see. Thank you for all that info. You guys are the best. You guys are awesome. Love all y'all. Yeah, this thing has been a little bit of a surprise. If you're using 18650s, I think you have a lot of 18650s. I know, James, or I'm pretty sure. So I think you're gonna have no problem with this. My only problem really with it is that the fire button fires too easy, and apparently they fixed that since. But yours is gonna be like mine, one of these newer ones, one of the older ones. Great flavor on this, really great. Tall chimney. I think Aspire has got something going with these slightly tall chimneys that they use in here, because these have great flavor, really great flavor, and this has really good flavor, and it has a middle ground. It's slightly in the middle. You'll notice that this one has a slightly smaller chimney, slightly, not very much, but the Coilar is also one of my favorites. And Jeremy's asking if anyone's geeked out on that goat RDA yet. No, not yet. I have not seen a picture of it yet. I've only heard about that. I want to see that. Post one in Discord. I'm curious. Or maybe you already have and I just forgot and I'm confusing it with a different one. That does happen to me. Yum. I really dig this. This is a great kit too. This is great in the pocket. Super good. Absolutely like this thing very much. Take another close look at it. Yeah, not bad. I'm a fan. I see now why people dig these things. Shiny. 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 Hey, Ronyu. Ooh, Jeremy Fuchs says I haven't shown it yet. Ah, no wonder. Yeah, no wonder. So my curiosity was piqued. That's a fun kit. Fun setup. Let's see if it works on bypass. Let's vape it. Yeah, it's fine. 3.45 volts is what it's saying there. So it's probably going about 75, 70 watts. Like that. 74 watts. On bypass. That's good. So I'm Eli Juicy Jones. We're going to get this going now. I have to go. It is Orbital Vaping Headquarters right here. This is VapeAM. I love all of you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I have to run and do all of my normal daytime stuff, and I know that you do too. So I hope all of you have a great one. Thanks for watching this. I want to thank myself because I just bought this Horizon tank, so I just had to buy this myself. And I'm going to be vaping on this some more. So catch me on Instagram, catch me on Twitter, YouTube here. We're going to be back here Saturday. A week from today, we're going to announce the winner of that iJoy kit, which was amazing. And I hope all of you have a super great day. And I'll see you on Saturday. Thank you so much. Thank you.